Hello, and thanks for tuning in. Well, it's that time of the year, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at an often overlooked holiday-themed slasher. And now, Valentine. The movie's about a group of girls who are being stalked and slowly picked off by a masked killer. As the title would suggest, Valentine's Day plays a prominent role in both the killings and the motives behind it. It was directed by Jamie Blanks, the same guy who made the first urban legend movie, and this one does look remarkably similar. It's shot pretty well, it looks like a film. Overall, the visuals are the strongest thing this movie has going for it. The cast is a proverbial who's who of generic teen actors from that time, featuring Katherine Heigl, Denise Richards, Marley Shelton, and even the CW's own David Boreanaz. None of them necessarily do a bad job, but they're not great either. Fun fact, Heigl, who's no stranger to controversy herself, has actually disowned this film. Well, when you're right, Katie. The opening is pretty weak, and it does take far too long to actually get going. But once it does get going, there's enough twists and turns to keep you generally engaged throughout. Things do pick up, however, in the last 25 minutes or so, and it does come to a satisfying conclusion. There are some really cheap attempts at bad comedy, and as you would expect, they fall completely flat. The killer in the film, donning a traditional cherubic cupid mask, looks pretty dumb. Also, with the exception of one scene, pretty much all of the kills are generic. Very little gore, dumb-looking killer, generic kills. Thumbs down in this department. The soundtrack features a song from Disturbed. I don't need to say anything else. In closing, it would seem this film was likely forgotten for good reason. And that's a shame, as there are a few elements present that work pretty decently, and I was a fan of the director's previous film. This movie has always been maligned as being a generic Scream knockoff, and while that is true, it honestly reminds me more of I Know What You Did Last Summer. But hey, if you're a fan of the genre, and you need something to cuddle up with your significant other to, I can think of far worse things to waste your time on. Go ahead and give it a watch.